guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Foster Kajin Cosplay, and today we are watching with you guys the finale of Steins Gate, episode 24.
Oh man, last episode ended on a speech of motivation from an Ocarine 15 years in the future to our current Ocarine.
He didn't change much, right?
No, he didn't change much at all.
He's still a mad scientist.
But he's only like 33 or something in the future, so I'm like, I thought he was older, but he's pretty young. But even at 33...
15 years later, he's like 18.
Even at 33, he's not old, you know? And well, I mean, he would have had like wrinkles here. Anime trope, you know, but he's not that old. In any case, he worked for 15 years to save Makise because he went into the past. He was the Ocarina of the present before, and he went to the past to save Makise. Trying to save her, he witnessed her dad freaking out over her creating a theory for a time machine, and the dad freaked out, and he got involved and basically ended up stabbing Makise by trying to stab the dad. It got bad, he lost it, he was brought back to the present as a shell of himself, and then he got the message from his future self, who had been through this before, and he was told that everything he's been through, all the suffering, was worth it, because it gave him the motivation to save Makise and basically change everything. So now he's got to go back and stage her death, because if the Ocarina from the past doesn't see the death, nothing would have happened.
So we will have So all we watch from now on will be for nothing.
But that's the thing, it would create a loop, because if he never goes back to save her, if he doesn't witness her dead, he doesn't send that text, which basically leads to him wanting to go back and save her in the first place, so she ends up dying anyway, you know, so it's a loop.
Yeah.
We need to go back and stage her death. Basically fake it all. And I am totally on board for this. I want her to survive. Please give us a happy ending.
I wonder how's gonna do it. So let's watch it, guys.
Yes, let's go. Yes.
まずはここだ。あの封筒に金属が紛れ込む可能性は低くなる。やはり。
How did this thing end up in the envelope, though? I don't know. Well, or you know, he's replaying the exact same thing as before. So that's the thing, like, she did mention that she talked to him before and then he needed to talk to her too. So that's still okay.
She still needs to play dead.
Oh, that's how... Wait. Okay, she would have lost it here. Yep. Makes sense. Everything is still connected.
Now it's making sense.
Oh my god. He came prepared. Just don't make a mistake. It's your last chance.
There's
it's empty?
Blood.
Oh, no. Fuck.
Oh no! What are you going to do now?
Yeah. It's not easier.
やめろ！誰だ貴様は混沌を望み世界の支配構造を破壊する者 我が名は
He's amazing. He's so perfect.
何をわけのわからないこと
Oh my gosh.
お前さっきのガキだな。なるほどそうか、そういうことか。
He's so crazy. Don't do anything.
断る。どうした。そのナイフは何のために持っているんだ。
He's okay.
なんだと。震えているぞ。怖いのか。どこまでこの私を愚弄するつもり。
He's actually playing pretend.
貴様はその程度の男なのだ。実の娘の有能さを喜べないなど。貴様にはこの俺を殺すことはできない。
He's provoking him.
絶対にな。
Was that your fucking plan? Tell me that was your fucking plan? Dude, I didn't actually think you were gonna do this! I thought he had something else in mind.
少し
Oh.
よくも殺してやる。
Oh,
You
that
need to
was
survive.
fucked
You
up.
need to survive. You need to survive, please.
Oh, there's the blood.
横になって今救急車を呼ぶから。もしもし、救急ですか？
He's gonna knock her out.
欲しいです。
俺は言ったんだ。俺はお前を助ける。
That's the only way you can save her.
By killing himself.
Oh.
Oh, you're not gonna survive this.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't give a shit if he survives. It's if she survives.
これは
おじさん。
さよなら。待て。
He wants to make sure, you know.
おい、誰かいるのか。頑張れよ。これから始まるのは人生で一番長く一番大切な3週間。
In only 3 weeks.
もう無茶しすぎだよ。バカにも程がある。
バカとはなんだ。計画通り
Yeah,
だ
the
ろ。
plan worked. Do you
簡単な
survive
仕方しか
it?
してないから戻ったらすぐに病院行ってね。きついと思うけどなんとか耐えてね。行くよ。
If he survives, then I'm.
私は一緒にいることはできない。だから先にお礼を言っておくね。ありがとう。
I mean, they still
また
did
会
it.
おうね。7年後に。
It's gonna be born in 7 years.
Yeah,
7 years from now, Dado's gonna have a wife.
apparently. I want to see him okay. I want to see him at the hospital and well. Okay? That's good?
おかえり。あれ？
Where is he?
Well, he made it to the hospital.
タイムマシンに関わる重大な論文が燃えてしまったんだ。などと意味。
Good.
ロシア政府は亡命を受け入れない。
Oh,
よかく。おかえり。
Thank you, thank you, thank
I
you.
got depressed for a sec.
ラボメンナンバー006
The pin!
僕いつラボ面に？
その記憶はあるいは前世まで遡るかもしれんな。
なんだろうこの文字。今日も？さっきまでいたにゃ。
ラボ面ナンバー007のバッジだ。助けが欲しい時はそれを握りしめラヨーダスタセンラ。
オオカベならさっきまでここにいたのによ。
Is he in it too?
おやめお姉ちゃん。てってる
今日からここでバイトすることになった。
Wow!
ギル萌香です。
オオカベの野郎もあんなにナンパしやがってよ。
La number
い
8.
つでもラボを訪れるといい。
He went to all of them because it matters.
ありがとう。
これラボ面の証だってさ。ラボ面ナンバー002と003。いつの間にラボ面そんなに増えたん？ 008まであるって言ってたけど。
オンはオカリンでしょ。シーナ、橋田、漆原、フェリス。M と K と A って
さあ、
Maxi.
あともう一個箱の中にしま
Oh,
っていった。
Professor.
ラボ面ナンバー008は7年後
She's not born yet.
また妄想っすか？
If you knew, buddy.
なるのな。
For you.
僕の
お前は今どこにいるのだろう。
I need to know that Makise is alright.
論文を書いているだろうか。
She's not here, but if she remembers,
徹夜で実験をしているこの世
and
界
I'm, in any case, she remembers the guy who got stabbed for her.
Yeah.
You know,
You left a very big first impression for her.
and then the memories are gonna settle in. You know, she's gonna remember a bit. She's right there. Oh,
やっと
oh, I remembered you. Gosh, I'm such a fangirl for this
あ
show.
なたを探していたんです。助けてくれたお礼を言いたくて。
何？俺が守れたと。やれやれ、勝手なことを言ってくれる。まあいい。それが選択だというのなら、エル・プサイ・コングル。
エルプサイ？
You're gonna
また会え
learn.
たな、クリスティーナ。
いやだから私はクリスティーナでも女子でもないと。
We're starting it again.
ようこそ、我が助手、マキセ・クリス。いや、クリスティーナ。
AKA the
誰
zombie.
にもわからない。だからこそ、この再会が意味するように、無限の可能性があるんだ。これがシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。
Aww. Aww.
That's it, guys. That's
Oh my
over.
god. This finale was so nice. Of course, okay, he's gonna stab himself to save Maxie. Of course.
We got depressed really fast when that happened because I've seen too many shit stuff where the main character, ends up sacrificing himself, and we theorized that he might have to die to save her before, so to see him
Well,
get stabbed.
That almost happened. So yeah, we were not that far off. So yeah,
Like, in my mind, he was dying. Like, he was gonna survive this. Especially after he actually suffered more. He made himself suffer more to just have more blood to put on the ground, So, I thought he was dying for sure. So, as the second she said, that Suzu said, oh, I stopped the bleeding temporarily or something, so you gotta go to the hospital as soon as you get back. I'm like, oh, there's a chance! And then I started getting excited, but gosh, I was depressed before that.
you know what? For a second there, I thought that he might maybe die with a time machine, and maybe that would be why he was stuck in that place. Because what would happen if you die while you're traveling through time? But he survived, so,
I'm so
that
happy
went to
he did.
shit. That went to garbage.
And he acknowledged everything that he went through with all of them, because even though they don't remember the 3 weeks, they might still carry with them imprints, you know, shadows or little memories of stuff they probably don't remember, kind of like another life, you know, or a dream that they can't make sense of. Maybe it's just emotions that they carry with them, but he acknowledged every single one of them, gave a family to the people who didn't have one, prepared a place for the ones that weren't there before. Moeka, Suzu, everyone that basically lived a shitty life, he offered a bright future, and he gave them a family, and it's so fucking cute. And the fact that Makise came back, like, because that's the thing, even though she doesn't remember the 3 weeks, she still remembers him as the guy who got stabbed for her.
Well,
so
yeah.
And
that left a huge imprint for her owner, so...
And, I mean, now he gets to start all over again with her, and he will get there. Like, there's a reason why she grew to love him in the first time. So, he does this thing, you know, he does exactly what Okarin used to do, and he's being himself, and she's gonna fall for him again.
True.
There are so many possibilities. It's so well done.
Speaking of possibilities, I'm more and more sure that Suzu's mom might be Mayuri.
I had
with that last shot, come on, that is so obvious.
I had suspicions way back then, you know, when we learned that she was from the future and we were looking for her parents. I had a suspicion that Mayuri might have been the mother. When we confirmed that Daru was the dad, I was like, it's weird because I've never seen them like this. Like, he's I don't know, he's too out there, he's too perverted, and she's too, not shy, but she's sweet. Different, you know, she's sweet. So it's not the type of girls he kind of looks at, but in 7 years, who knows? So, I don't know. She never referred to her mom before. She never talked about her, but that's the thing. She didn't know who her dad was, but she knew who her mom was. So she was always looking for her dad. And even in that, you know, in that second timeline, when she came back and was open with, you know, saying, hey, dad, hey, Uncle Okarin, like, she never referred to Mayuri as anything. So I'm like, why would she say it to everyone else, but not to her mom? I don't know.
Maybe because she knew that they already know that he was the father or something like that.
I mean, maybe it's not her. Maybe it's not her at all, but it's a theory. I'm pretty sure some people thought of it before.
I'm liking that theory, so I'm gonna stick to it.
In any case, I love that he had a solution for the blood, but then when that didn't work, the actual solution turned out to be just play your character to the limit. Just play the mad scientist like you've been playing this whole time. This entire game, which was crazy, stupid, and led to people actually thinking less of him because he appeared weird and crazy, actually led to saving the world.
So the mad scientist truly saved the world.
Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Everything that, you know, when you hear him in the first few episodes, and you're like, this is weird, you know, we laugh at the jokes, and we don't make sense of what he's saying, we don't understand it, and then the show goes on, and he says it less and less, and then we grow to miss it, you know, we miss his persona, and whenever we hear him from the first few episodes in a flashback, or when he goes back in time, we're like, oh, that's the good old days. To have him actually be that again, but to have it make sense, you know? It's such a wonderful feeling, because now it means a lot to us, because it reminds us of a better time, and it had a purpose this time, you know? Oh, gosh, you went through some shit.
I'm glad that now we know how that little metal Upa went inside the envelope in the first place.
It explained everything. Like, aside from who's the mom, like, I don't think there is a single question that we still have that we need answered. I think they answered everything for us.
Aside of the mom, no, we learned everything else. Well, I mean, when he was stuck, I don't know if it was just a dream, or if it was something more meaningful. But besides that, no, we technically learned everything that we needed to learn.
I guess, like, the only thing I wonder is what happened to Mr. Brown, because he's technically still FB, so, like, how did Makise not die and change his future? I don't know.
Unless, in the Alpha line, he was working for FB, but in the Beta line, it wasn't.
Maybe. That's I don't know. It could have changed in many ways, but at the same time, I'm like, how did the past change this much if it's something in the future that happens? Like, him working for CERN happened way before Makise died. So that's the only thing I'm like, of course, like, it's not because they probably have an answer for that. It's just that at one point the episode has to stop. But I'm glad, like, this was giving me massive feels for a show that would end in tragedy. Like, the opportunities were endless for a tragic ending. I'm glad we didn't get that. And Zero is not going to have anything to do with what we just saw. Like, it's another story in another universe, basically. So it's the same characters, it's just way different. So it's going to be fun for us to see them go through something else. Because basically Steins Gate is based on a game, you know? Mm-hmm. So with many possible storylines, I think. So we'd have to play them, actually, to see everything. And I think that Zero is basically another storyline possible in this
maybe
in this show.
Who knows? We did say that we thought that the Steins Gate Zero might be what happened in the first timeline,
but it's not.
We were wrong.
Or I mean, I don't know. Like, we need to check it out. But for just Steins Gate, I have to say I am pretty impressed. I did not expect it to go this far. I did not expect it to be. I did not expect myself to grow so fond of these characters in the show. Because I remember when we first started watching it, before we stopped for many, many months. And I remember I got interested and I got excited right away. But then it was so hard to keep up. You know, it was so hard to understand everything. And I was like, I hope we will end up liking it even more than we already do. And we ended up loving it.
Once you go past the jargon about what everything scientific and everything that you speak about, it's pretty enjoyable to watch. So yeah,
I actually, you know, a lot of people were saying, oh, keep up with the show, you know, stay with the show till at least episode 11. And I'm like, I loved these characters way before episode 11, guys. It's just that shit started hitting the fan after episode 11. But yeah, I am so happy we watched this. I did not expect it. A lot of people are saying it's a good show, but now I'm like, I'm one of them.
Yeah, good storyline.
Very good. And one of the few time travel stories that actually make sense and that I can actually watch without, you know, seeing a lot of faults and bad choices and just stuff that doesn't make any sense, you know? I think everything fits very well in this show. Mm-hmm. And we've been through so much with these characters already.
Oh, yes, we did.
It's only 25 episodes, but it feels like
24.
It feels like so much more.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, I love this.
Alright, so thank you guys for watching the finale with us.
Oh, yeah.
If you'd like to see the first episode of Steins Gate Zero,
and perhaps the OVA too, because we still don't know if we're watching it.
Maybe. So if you would like to watch it now, it's already up on our Patreon. The link is right there below.
Yes, and if you want to watch it with us on YouTube, just wait a week, and it will be there.
Alright, so see you then, guys.